art, but digital. Recently, the Toledo Museum of Art purchased its first work of art with cryptocurrency to add to its digital art collection. So what does this all mean? We have Adam Levine, the director of TMA, here to tell us a little bit about that. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a piece of art called an NFT, a non-fungible, what is it? A non-fungible token.
That's
okay,
right.
I got it right. And you purchased it on and it lives on a blockchain.
It lives on the blockchain.
Yeah.
So I guess one point of clarification, which is super important, because non-fungible tokens, NFTs, kind of got a bad rap a few years ago. So the artwork is not the NFT. The artwork is just a beautiful digital artwork. The NFT is what secures ownership. So just think of it like digital title. Instead of going to a closing and signing all those papers, imagine you just got something securely, digitally, that was unchangeable. That's all it is. So it's our proof of ownership of this incredibly beautiful work that was on display in Ethiopia at the Crossroads.
And that exhibit has closed now. It closed through November, right? But I did get to see it, and it is beautiful. It moves.
Yes,
which is really unique.
It's moving image, so it's just like, you know, we have video in the collection, so this is filmic work, so it is moving image, but everything is handmade. All of the costumes, they're all designed or found. There's no digital touching up, which is part of what's quite remarkable about it. And that exhibition, I should also say, was just announced by one of the most important publications in the art world as the exhibition of the year in the whole world.
Really?
It was.
That's a big deal.
Making news right here at WTOL.
That's wonderful. So why did the TMA go, we got to buy this?
Yeah, so we have a digital artist in residency program. You know, we've had a glass residency program thanks to the support of Sarah Jane DeHoff for more than a decade, almost two decades, hard to believe. And we modeled a digital artist residency on that glass residency. We had our second artist in residency, Treda, whose work Abyssinian Queen we collected for the collection. And we chose Treda in conjunction with the Ethiopia at the Crossroads exhibition. So we're the first museum to have this digital artist residency, and it is just an incredible work, and that's what we do at the Toledo Museum of Art. Doesn't matter if it's ancient sculpture, whether it's painting by a Toledo artist, or whether it's an Ethiopian artist collective creating digital artwork, if it's superlative, it belongs at the Toledo Museum of Art.
So now that the exhibit is closed, though, how can people go about, will they be able to see this piece of art that you bought on a blockchain?
Absolutely. So currently, the work of art can be seen online, but one of the things about digital art is just because it lives as a digital file doesn't mean that the way it's installed physically isn't incredibly important. And as you saw, the display was on these remarkable 160 plus inch, super high resolution, custom built screens. So we still own those screens. And as we think about the way that we can integrate not just different time periods, but also different types of media, we are working very closely with our designers to think about how digital art gets integrated into our contemporary art historical display.
So you plan to maybe buy more?
We have recently purchased some more, yes.
Okay.
We bought 2 more works of digital art. So, but just to put it in perspective, of the 254 artworks that the Toledo Museum of Art purchased this year, 3 were digital. And we purchased everything from medieval Persian art all the way up through contemporary digital art and everything in between. So we have purchased a few more, but think of it this way. Everyone's on their phone, like it or not. People are watching this on a screen. Digital is part of our lives, so of course artists are experimenting with it. And some of those experiments are incredible, and the Toledo Museum of Art will collect incredible art no matter the medium.
So is this the future, though, or is it just a part of the future?
Thank you for asking that. It is just a part of the future. Just as you would expect, artists play around, artists tinker. Artists are the most creative people there are. So the moment there's an opportunity to do something new, they're going to do that. So there will be more and more digital art produced, but there will still be painting, there will still be sculpture, there will still be works on paper, and we acquire all of those. Like I said, 251 of 254 acquisitions were not digital. There will be more and more digital, but we acquire everything.
So we have a lot to look forward, though, at the museum here coming up in the new year. Maybe people can stop by, though, for the holidays, too.
I hope that people will. The Great Art Escape is going to be an action-packed week between Christmas and New Year, but there's always something new at the Toledo Museum of Art. Visitors should definitely come check it out.
Very good. Thank you so much for being here today. We
Thank you for
appreciate it.
having
This
me.
is super interesting and, again, a beautiful work of art as well. Thanks for being here today.